Hello guys, welcome to the another video of this interview series. So in this video we are going to talk about the Accenture interview question for QA. So if you, this video is going to be very interesting because I have, removed the repetitive question from the interviews, and in this Accenture interview you will find some of the unique question that's been asked in interviews. So let's get started. So the first question is, there are multiple rounds in that for this interviews. First one is telephonic round, and in this telephonic round they have asked about test cases for Amazon shopping cart. So I have removed those questions. Tell me about yourself and your responsibility and all those things, what you have done in your projects and all those things. So I have started with the actual questions that's been asked. So let's see. Test cases for Amazon shopping cart. So in this you have to tell the test cases, like what are test cases you will be writing for Amazon shopping cart. So I have created a video in which you can write n number of test cases in a minute. Next question is, if you are hosting a web application in your server which is accessible to only to a particular set of people, but an unusual day all the people are able to access your web app, how would you troubleshoot this issue? It mean to say the application is accessible to few people, but an unusual day all peoples are getting access of this. So how are you going to test it or find the issue? I know you are not a developer, but as a QA, what will be your task or your sort of actions that you will be performing to rectify or to let your team lead or manager or dev know that this is the problem that is happening, and this error is just because of that. So the interviewer want to know about your debugging skill as well as troubleshooting skills. Next is, given an array, find the longest product of two consecutive element. So once you clear, as this is a telephonic interview, obviously you need to tell the logic of logic, algo, and implementation of that. Obviously coding is not that required in this round because this is telephonic. So you can start with just telling the logic, implementation, and all those algo of this, what you are going to how you are going to solve this question. So next question is face to face. Next round is face to face. So in face to face, test cases for analog alarm clock, test cases for lift. See, next question is, you are hosting a game in your server. All the user are connected to the game. When one user try to connect to the multiplayer game, he gets an error. How would you troubleshoot this scenario? Again, some troubleshooting related question. So he want to know about your skills, like what will you do in this situation? What are the sort of action that you are going to perform? As a QA, you will be checking the logs, you will be checking the earlier build, you will be verifying whether this issue is coming from this requirement, or all all the everything that's been written in the requirement is being developed correctly, or you haven't tested in one of the user stories, something like that. Backtracking of your work. Next is, if you clear this face to face round, then the next is face to face 2. Ask about current project in depth, given an integer. So in this, you need to explain about current project, what you are doing, your roles and responsibility, and all those things. Next is, given an integer, find the nearest palindrome. So nearest palindrome you need to identify. Next is, given an array, find the first duplicate element. Obviously, in this array you need to find the first duplicate. Which one is? For example, if you start with the zeroth index, like 1 2 4 4, so if you find 4 you can find the duplicate. So you can there are multiple solutions are available. The first one I can tell you is, you iterate the array, and you need to keep another array and just take one value from this and paste it and verify that the second array contains a duplicate or not. If duplicate find, then that is your first element. So I mean there are multiple ways maybe. Next is given a statement reverts all the word in that sentence. That is, this is sample text and you need to reverse it at its place. So in last few videos or I mean 2 or 3 days back I've created a video where I was telling you guys like a lot of question being asked from string array list. If you prepare these three topics well, you can crack any interview. Nobody is going to stop you in cracking that. This is the ultimate thing that you need to prepare. Array, as you can see in this interview also, array is there, string is there, and somewhere list could be there. Yeah, list is there. So let's move to the next question. Ask all the test data for Amazon login page. What all test data you will be using for login page? Next is, so if you cleared the this second round, then the next is face to face 3. How would you test payment gateway feature? Again, very important for manual testing as well as automation. He might ask you about automation. How will you write automated thing? How would you automate OTP? Something like that. Right now, he want you to write, or he want you to tell him regarding payment gateway feature testing. Next is given to sorted list. Merge the list in a sorted manner with a constant extra space. Sort with extra space. Next is all possible behavioral question like what is the most challenging complex job that you did. From your past experience you have to tell about your complex and challenging. Suppose in a project you have created multiple or a tedious data set to test the application, you can tell that. A complex scenario, a complex thing that you have automated and that help the team to release the product, so you can tell something like that. Anything that helps or that helped your team. And next is any misunderstanding scenario with your manager and teammates. Obviously this is very usual question. What is your point of view when there is a conflict in your team, when there is a misunderstanding with your manager or with your teammates? I mean, so this is behavioral related question. Next is why are you interested in QAE? As you are going to give QA interview, then you should know like the strength of a QA, why software testing is required, and what is there within you which I mean which telling you to be a QA. Next is how would you handle pressure? So once you clear all those three round, then the next question is the next round is manager round. So normal questions like ask about your current project in depth. Ask all the possible behavioral question, whether I can handle pressure situation, how do I handle prioritization of jobs, and about any testing strategy. Given an integer, find the sum of the digit, that number, until sum becomes single digit or something like that. And ask about the test data for the same. What else test data you will be using for the same. That is all about Accenture interview. And if you face any challenge, anything, then please let me know. Thank you guys.